Please remember that all the opinions in the show are those of the host and should only be taken as food for thought. We're in no way telling you to do anything. Everything is kept anonymous for the safety of the listeners and no information is shared to anyone else. If you are easily offended by people's opinions or views, then thank you for making it this far, but this is not the podcast for you, so see you later. And please enjoy the rest of the show. Right, so this sister says, I got stabbed.
Oh, this one.
The crazy neighbor I emailed in about stabbed me. So this wasn't the neighbor that I thought it was. This one was quite a while back. And it was the one where the neighbours were coming onto his property and moving the cameras.
Oh, right, yeah.
Did
we get clarification as to what actually happened with this?
No, I emailed him and asked for more, but
nothing back.
He hasn't said anything. But he said I was asleep and I woke up and they were sitting over me. I think that means that, no, it must be one person. Oh, yeah, maybe one was pinned. Anyway, and stabbed him. I've never in my life felt like being stabbed is a piece of a daily announcements like that. Everyone around me seems to think it's normal, but I'm overwhelmed. Please help me. Like, to me, because I emailed back and I was like, please tell me that you phoned the police. like I appreciate you emailing in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we shouldn't be your first port of call when you've been stabbed. Like, that's pretty fucking.
He's laying in the hospital. He's just like,
his phone out.
Let me just text a fucking podcast. Oh, Jesus. There's nothing really to say, is there? Like, it's not normal.
No, it's not normal at all. Absolutely not. I really hope you move the cameras back.
Knife crime.
But a fucking neighbour, what's the catalyst for that? Like, they were going on his property, just moving the cameras, and they just decided one day that they were going to break into his fucking house. So how did they even get in it?
Nut job. Fucking nut job. Let's hope they're in prison as we speak.
That's what I mean. I hope he fixed the cameras and it caught them fucking, because you know what the police are like. Like, they could be standing there holding the bloody knife and that, and they'd be like, "Oh, there's not enough evidence."
Yeah, well, the more I watched like 24 Hours in Police Custody, the police have put all this evidence together, and then the CPS come back and go, "Nah, mate, not enough evidence." Yeah. I'm like, the CPS is fucking useless, bruv.
Yeah,
useless.
Got a fucking stab wound, but you still can't fucking do anything about it. I've never be able to fucking sleep again.
That's crazy, man. Like, you know my problems with sleeping anyway. And, mate, I'm paranoid as fuck, yeah. There's no way I'd be able to be comfortably, especially if the charges will somehow get dropped or something and that person ends up living there still. That would be insane. That would be a point where you have to move. Like, you can't stay there. But all I'm saying is I hope that the neighbour's been arrested. That's some crazy shit that's happened to you. You may need to take up some therapy.
I definitely would need fucking therapy.
Yeah.
That sometimes when like I'm falling asleep, my brain makes it sound like there's like a bang or something in the house.
Mm.
And like that's it. Then I get up and I'm like, take my clothes off, turn all the lights on, because we all know that if there's someone breaking my house, I'm going to be naked.
Yeah, it's best way to be.
Yeah, scare them off, and I'll just start talking really loudly like a narrator. I go down to
I think one of the worst things you could have if you don't want to freak out at night is a Jack Russell.
Any animal.
Because he's a little bastard, man. He's down there barking at the dishwasher because it's making noises. Or he'll like... The other night, I fell asleep pretty early. I fell asleep at like 8 p.m. And I was laying in bed and my projector turned itself off. So my room's pitch black, yeah? And Rocco is like a silhouette in the doorway barking at me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm thinking there's someone in the house. So I jump up, I get the herding stick, I'm running down the stairs. There's no one. He's just being a dickhead.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, Gizmo was the same.
It's like they're nocturnal sometimes, and then he spends all day asleep because he's had a busy night, pissing me off.
I love the videos of owners that are like getting their own back
Mm.
on animals when they're asleep. I like the ones as well where they do it to the baby,
Oh, what, when they
like the
keep
babies.
prodding them, poking them, prodding them?
No, they just start crying in front of the baby, and the baby's like shocked. Like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, yeah, weren't good, was it?
I do this thing
Prick.
because Rocky doesn't like his feet being touched when he's tired. So
Oh
I do
yeah.
this thing, yeah, where I will cup his feet when he's pissed me off all night. I'll cup all four of his feet together, and then when he's sitting there growling at me, I just start shaking his legs about, like really winding them up. And I'm like, this is what happens when you're barking at me at 3 a.m. I've got to be up at 4, and he's waking me up at 3, little cunt. There was one morning where, I don't know if I said it on the podcast, this might have happened when you was on holiday, but one morning he woke me up at 20 to 4. I'm waking up at 4. I'm like, mate, you've taken 20 minutes away from my life, yeah? So Charlotte's like, I'm not dealing with him, take him downstairs. So I took him down the stairs, and he was trying to get back up to get into the bed with Charlotte. So, and I still needed to go toilet. So I got into the downstairs toilet, put his lead on him, because he's scared of his lead, so he just stands dead still, yeah? Put his lead on him, and sat there and took a shit and looked at him in the eyes the whole time I was doing it. And he was like cowering on the floor, like wanting to go to bed. I was like, "You're not going to bed. You're coming to work with me now." And he's just looking at me like, "Oh, what have I done?" And ever since then, he didn't bark. I was like, "You learned your lesson, you little bastard."
That's really.
You'll be
I was
locked
thinking
into the
this
toilet.
morning. I was like, I physically like snoozing my alarm.
Oh, really? I
Like,
can't do it,
that,
man. As soon as I
like
wake
that's
up, that's it.
nah. If you come in and wake me up and tell me to get up straight away, I'll be the fucking grumpiest mood. It's like I've won something. So when my alarm goes off and I snooze it, like I go back to sleep smiling, like I've beat time itself.
See, I'm crazy in the morning because I'm so aggressive because I hate being awake so early because obviously I like to sleep until 10, 11.
Mm,
So on the days that I'm working, waking up at 4 a.m. is like middle of the fucking night, yeah?
yeah.
And I do this thing where I have my first alarm set, then I have a second alarm set 15 minutes later, and that is to make sure that I'm out of the bathroom by that 15-minute mark. Then I've got another alarm 15 minutes after that to make sure I'm out of the house. So I have like times that I have to be set, and then I have an alarm set to make sure I'm out of mum's house once I've dropped Rocco off. So
Mm.
otherwise, I'll be late to work, bruv. I'll be late to work if I don't have these alarms.
And I see, like mine start. I have to be at the house for 5, so my alarm starts at 10 to 4, and then it's what 10 to 4, 4 o'clock, 4:10, 4:15, 4:20, 4:25, 4:30, and then if I'm feeling really lazy, I might snooze that 4:30 again for 4:40.
You're crazy, man. I wouldn't be able to do that, bruv.
That's how I wake up happy, Jamie, because Father Time, he can suck my dick.
Mate, I've
You know?
never been so aggressive. That if Jamie at 4 a.m. is probably the most aggressive being there is.
Oh, I sulked this morning. I got up. I couldn't even bother to make my oats. So I literally took to work a protein bar and a banana because I couldn't be bothered. That's what I had for 10 hours was that and a sip of water because I'm a fucking prick. Um, yeah, fucking horrible, man. Like, sorry that fucking happened. Like, neighbors are a
That's like
fucking
a
nightmare.
movie, isn't it? That's a
Yeah,
fucking movie, man.
but I agree with Jamie. Like, you might need to see someone because that's fucking
It's a lot to go through.
yeah. But hopefully I know stabbing's not a good thing, but hopefully they didn't get you anywhere like in your arm or something like that. It's nice and nothing
Fleshy.
in the organs, Jay. Nothing in the organs.
Well, hopefully, body shot.
But if they let him out and he comes home, man, buy a fucking bat and beat the fucking guy in. You know what
Well,
I mean?
I just don't think. I think if he has, well, I am assuming that this has gone through the judicial system because we did say we didn't know whether we were going to talk about it until we found out. So hopefully he has, because I think they won't let him go home. They won't let him go back to that house. Surely, if he
Not
stabbed
if
someone that lives
someone's
next
broken
door.
and stuff. Yeah, no, not a fucking chance. But like I said, no evidence. They'll just
Yeah,
fucking let him go.
yeah, that would be horrible, man.
Yeah. But good luck, man. Sorry we couldn't really say much more. Like, hopefully you if you email back with more information, I'll bring it up again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fucked up, man.